Alexis?
Drew.
How was your weekend?
It was great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I did a lot of things, actually. So usually on my weekends, I try not to do anything. That's like my decompressing time.
Yep.
But this weekend, I basically spent it with Nick and Nikki and their super adorable son. And we just did family stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Sunday they dressed up as has anybody seen, it's on Netflix. It's a really hilarious show called Schitt's Creek.
Yes, I have.
Yes. Okay.
I have seen Schitt's Creek.
Yes? It's fantastic.
It
I
is
love
fantastic.
it. If you haven't, I'm plugging it. It's
Yep.
great. But he and his family dressed up like
Recorded
it.
in Canada.
That's right. Yes.
Yep, in a motel in Canada.
That's right.
Yeah, we love it.
It's good stuff. But that's what I did. What did you do?
A little bit of the same. It was great weather
Wow,
here.
you also dressed up as...
No,
Oh,
I didn't hear that part. I was...
got it. Selective hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, I had a great weekend. And weather here in Arkansas was fantastic.
It was.
And yesterday, we watched Dune. Dune came out. The movie Dune came out. And you could go to the theater, which I wanted to do, but didn't have a chance, or you can watch it at home. And so we watched it at home. It's great.
Super good.
It's a great movie.
It really is.
And you watched it as well, right?
I did. I watched it yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.5 hours.
It's a long movie.
Yep.
But it's like the way it looks so real.
Yeah. Yeah.
For a sci-fi movie.
It was beautiful.
Yes, beautiful movie.
Mm-hmm.
Characters were great, and I've never read the book or anything, but I've been looking forward to the movie. And,
Yeah.
So, anyways, we did that yesterday.
Nice.
Maybe that could be my costume for next year.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Halloween.
Like the sand suit.
Yes.
Yeah. Make sure you're buckled in and strapped in, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That'll be good.
All right, cool. So we have two fabulous leaders with us today, and I'll let you introduce them in just a minute.
Okay.
But we are excited just to continue our conversation on all the things that we're doing for our associates and how we're
Yes.
developing and how we are putting them in different scenarios to help them grow, and as well as having a little bit of fun. This is the fun time of the year with all the different holidays, and so we'll be able to talk about that. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have Stephanie and Arica with us, and I'm super excited to have you guys on here. I know, Stephanie, you and I connected just originally, you and me, and it really felt like we were longtime friends. And then I found out, right? It was great. And then I found out, hey, I also have kind of a meeting with Arica coming up, and lo and behold, both of you guys are in the same store, and you guys work a lot together, especially on associate engagement and how you're really connecting with people. And I think that's fantastic. No, I wanted to find out just a little bit more. You guys had an event here recently that you sent me photos, and I loved it. Can you tell me a little bit about the fashion show that
fashion
took place?
show.
Yeah.
Yes. So we saw a TikTok where some OPD associates made like almost an arch with their OPD buckets.
Yes.
And we're very, very much about associate engagement. So we brought our couple associates together from OPD as well as our CAP 2 stocking team. We're like, guys, what can we do that's going to be original? And Arica is just like, pulls up the TikTok. She's like, it's kind of, good for them, but it's boring. So we asked a bunch of our kids, and they're like, why don't we make it a W? We work for Walmart. And I literally was like, oh my God, that's fabulous. So, I must warn you now. Arica says it all the time. I am extra.
You know what?
So,
Extra
yes.
can be a great thing. It can be a
It
great
really
thing.
can, and it's all in the way we deliver it. So we made this huge W out of the totes from from the OPD. And I'm like, it's got to be extra. Let's light it up. So we got a bunch
That's
of
right.
track lighting.
There are lights in there. Yeah.
So Arica's like, calm down, Stephanie. You're getting way too excited. But the more we were setting it up, the more our associates wanted to join in and like add their own spice to it. And before we knew it, we had like a full-on fashion show. It was just supposed to be a couple pictures, but we had about 15, 20 participants. And we anticipated like 4 or 5.
Wow.
And we actually had to run the whole event to the next day. to include all the different shifts, not just, what the focus point was to have some fun with those two groups in the store, just to really kind of motivate them, and gives Arica, and I'll let her talk about that, but gives her the opportunity to really get in there and see where they're thinking and what challenges they're facing as associates, most of them pretty new to role, to really help us gauge how we're going to do our training Tuesdays with them. So Arica, if you want to talk about how the feedback was from that, because I felt like it was extremely positive from those associates.
Yeah, I mean, we all were engaged. They asked when's the next fashion show, so that was awesome feedback.
Now, when you say fashion show, Arica, was this Halloween costume fashion show or just fashion in general?
Drew.
Yeah, just fashion in general.
Just fashion in
But
general.
all the clothes came from the sales floor.
Okay.
They got to go and pick an outfit, change in the fitting room.
Got it. So it's all Walmart attire. Walmart fashion.
Just that we were able, and it made them feel like amazing too. Everybody that participated, we posted it on local social, and they were all like, I showed my mom, I showed my dad, or I showed my husband or my wife, that I participated in this.
Yeah, so like Stephanie and I always talk, like my position is called a people lead, right? But I feel like it's more about leading the people. And, my goal at Walmart is to make sure that they know what we offer other than, hey, this is a job and you're getting paid. Like we have the whole 9 yards, education program, everything. So I think a lot of these events that we have kind of just brings us closer too, and just kind of gets us to know one another. And like Stephanie said, a lot of times I go to the floor and talk to the associates, and we kind of have that dialogue, like what's going on, what's working, what's not. And the next one, I kind of follow up with the coaches and say, hey, this isn't working or this is working. A lot of time they won't be open to let their coach know that, but that's kind of where the people part comes into play for me.
Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think sometimes, because we were talking about this last week with Garrett and Liz, we do a lot of things that's work focused. Here's our goal. This is what we're working towards. It's work, work, work. And then sometimes when we have those fun moments where we dress up like hand sanitizer and can kind of relax a little bit and enjoy some of that, atmosphere and environment, it kind of opens up a different door to a different type of relationship with people. And it allows you to work a little bit better, more efficiently, or you get to know them a bit more. What have you noticed with some of the events that you guys have done with the Spark team? Kind of like how do you engage with your associates?
So the Spark team kind of came along. Arica and I were recently new in Addison. So I pulled some of the people that have been in that store for a while. I'm like, I know you haven't had a chance to get to know me yet or to get to know Arica, but let's get to know each other together. I'm like, guys, what have you done in the past? And one of the ladies is like, well, this is a really old concept. She goes, but there was a smile team in every store like 20 years ago, and they gave out birthday cards and anniversaries. And I'm like, okay, that's a great place. Let's start there. Let's celebrate what we should already be celebrating. So from that point on, going back to being extra, I'm like, what else can we do? And that was kind of the brainstorming that started coming along. First with me and Arica, but then I really feel like Arica had a true sense of what the team should be like. So we didn't want to call it the Smile Team. We wanted it to be 100% authentic, fresh, and whoever starts it with us, like we were going to run this goal. So Arica brought up a very good point that it shouldn't just be all the leaders in the building. It should be a group of everybody. And I'm like, I love that. I absolutely love that. So I'll let Arica talk about that part of it, where she just really took the hold and like started pulling people in and said, hey, we want to do this. Do you want to be a part of it? And we do have team leads, but we have hourly associates. And we also have people on the team that seem to be struggling to find their spot in Walmart, like what really is going to work for them. Or even, sometimes you can tell their stress is running from their home into their work life. So what can we do to help that minimize and give it positive so they can rebuild it?
Oh, great.
So that was really where Arica took over from that point.
That's great.
Yeah. Tell me more, Arica. How did you figure out, who you wanted to kind of extend this to, or give them, hey, there's an opportunity for you to be involved in something. How did that take place?
Obviously, the invitation was extended throughout the whole store, but I think we started out with about 6 people, and it grew to about 15 of us. So that was great. My goal right now is to make a Spark team and extend that Spark here in DeKalb. So I'm hoping that to come. That's my big project for this year. So, but we did not talk about, Stephanie, what the Spark means.
Oh, what does the Spark mean?
So, actually, it's going back to the educational piece. My daughter, COVID hit and she was starting her freshman year in college and got sent home. And she was like, Mom, what am I going to do? I'm getting bored out of my mind. I finished my classes like within 2 hours. I'm like, get a job at the Walmart down the street. It's so close to our house.
Oh, there we go. Recording already. I like it.
Yeah. So she gets the job on Cap 1. She's doing a great job. Her store loves her, and they promote her to fashion team lead.
Wow.
So she's like, you were always talking to Arica about this Spark team. What is that? I'm like, well, why don't you come with me and see it? So she came with us. She did an event, loved it. So now her store is trying to come up with what their Spark is going to mean. And I think that's the important part of this. Is what does your Spark mean to you and your team? So for us, I'm actually wearing my Spark team shirt. Yes, I am.
Oh, fantastic.
Ooh, Spark team.
Yes.
I like it.
Oh,
yes.
Hit the button with the yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
Yes. So for us, the Spark means, the S means service. Right? Serving our community, serving our store, serving those that are helping our business. We support a lot in the community as well. This isn't just inside the store. Then it's our attitude, right? So the P for us is positive. There's always going to be bumps in the road.
What's P? I missed that. What is it?
Positive.
Positive.
It's positive.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's always going to be bumps in the road. But to hit a bump, you had to be climbing the mountain in the first place.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
So it's about that positivity. So then the next one is attitude. Let your Spark shine through your attitude. Don't just practice the 10-foot rule, but take it that extra step. Compliment your customer. Thank them for being in your Walmart. So taking it that extra mile, making it personal, giving the service, and having the attitude. Followed by let it radiate. It's a Spark. It should shine. It shouldn't just be something you have in the moment.
That's my nickname.
And then the last part.
I said that's my nickname, Radiate. No, Alexis?
No comment. Continue what?
Anyways.
And the last one is kindness.
Ooh, kindness.
I like kindness.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Because it's so easy. Walmart is a very busy business, and it's very easy to get caught up in that moment. Like right now, we're getting a lot of event merchandise, and we're just like, go, 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 go. But it's all in the way we approach it.
So service, it's service, positive, attitude, radiate, kindness.
You got it. That's what our Spark means to us.
I do too.
I like that.
We should make shirts.
Well, they did.
No, but
We will send you shirts.
Uh-oh. Hey, you send us shirts, we'll wear them.
we will.
All right, because it says our Spark says it on the back. So think what your Spark needs to say, and we'll get it made for you.
Yeah, if you just
Can
send
it
me
just
one.
be, like,
Just send me the one you
asterisks?
have. Mine should just have radiate on it.
We'll put it on your name because the name is at the top of every shirt.
All right, yeah,
Oh,
send it. Send it. We
ooh.
will wear it on the podcast. if you
Yeah,
send
we
it.
will. No, I think that's really
Awesome.
great.
Look at we got new Spark team members.
Look at that. You radiated.
Radiated.
Right then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Exactly,
I really like that. That's great.
Yeah. I'm
Right.
assuming was it the original group that kind of came up with here's what we want our Spark to stand for? How did that kind of come to fruition?
Arica, take that away
Ooh.
because that was
let's go.
100%.
Erica, let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go, Erica. Ready?
Oh,
So the crazy thing about, we talked about how we brought individuals in that might have been a little bit stronger in role and some that were
yes.
So actually, the person that spoke up the most about what the spark meant or what they thought that we should start off with, what it mean to us, was probably the one that was the quietest one out of the whole group. So I know that took Stephanie and I by surprise. Like, wow, like this is an associate that we kind of pulled and said, hey, do you want to join us? And he had no. I don't think he would have volunteered himself. So we kind of pulled him aside and said, hey, we think that you'd be good with this. So he kind of started coming up with some of these answers, but it was a group effort, but a lot of I think, what was it? Serving positive attitude. I mean, that's kind of what he came up with.
Right.
Wow.
I like it.
That's really cool. It's really nice to have something that you're creating it's a form of inclusion for people that, might not be thinking,
that's right.
This is something I'm into.
That's right. So once you kind of have this team of people that really are working across the store to help and serve associates as well as customers, but to really serve our associates and help them from an engagement perspective and overall have some fun and some positivity. What was some of the reactions across the store of people that may not have been part of the original committee, but what were some of the reaction of team leads or associates that saw the idea?
So at first, they were like, what is a Spark team? Because we really tried to keep it to the group that wanted to participate.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
The invitation was given out to the whole store. And then, like we said, the few that we wanted to really get in and be able to either help or keep continuing to grow their Walmart career, like those ones, it was extremely positive. Actually, we had like a ton of people who wanted to join the Spark team after that. And even if they didn't I don't want to join, but I want to help.
Yeah.
So what can I do to help? And these are the people who really started becoming like the sponsors in the store. So if I'm hiring somebody for produce and you work in deli, this is going to be your go-to person. If you don't see me, if you don't see Arica, or your team lead's not around, this is helping them to help you, because everybody is learning and growing together then. And there's way more positivity in that than to say, thank you for being hired at Walmart. Good luck.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like it's kind of like the old chopstick story. You can break one really easily, but you can't break a lot. So if we give them all these resources, how much more are they going to be engaged to whatever we're doing in the store?
Yeah. Thinking around, and Stephanie, like you had mentioned, kind of coming into the store and the culture felt maybe a little different. There were some feelings that, you kind of wanted to improve upon. What are some of the things that the Spark team did to kind of help build that culture into being a place of, being inclusive and positivity, kindness? How did that Spark team really kind of change the culture in your store?
So I would say for my piece, it was a little different than Arica's because I had to lead by example first. So if you're really going to truly change the culture of a total building, it's got to be all the leadership getting on the same page. So when we brought this up to our store manager, he loved it so much. He's like, I want to be on the Spark team too. So
look at that.
Yeah,
that's great.
So he was on the Spark team. He is on the Spark team. As Arica will continue to move her Spark and make it brighter, he's going to be right there with her because he's in the same facility as her now.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh, nice. You should put up a photo of him. Just
we just took it down.
Where's the picture at, Arica? Arica, get the picture. Where's the picture at, Arica? Show everybody.
There's Mr. Bolton.
There he is. Look at that picture. What's his name?
Keith.
Yeah.
So it was just crazy. So we caught the attention of our market manager. He happened to come in and see us doing a Spark event at that time. And he's like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, this is the Spark team. This is what we're doing. Like, we're doing this for, engagement and development. We got to find out who the leaders of the future are going to be. The only way we can do that is if we're talking to them.
Right.
Yes.
So he started supporting our Spark team with our market HR and really trying to get other stores to really ramp up what they're doing for their associates.
That's great. Well, great job on the Spark team.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great idea, and I'm sure it's working really well in your store. And Arica, hopefully you can. We haven't mentioned this, but you're going to a new store, and so you can use this idea in the new store. So congratulations.
Drew, you are like,
I'm on it.
yeah, you're on it.
Yeah.
Man. Did you like wipe off all the dust first?
Yeah, because we haven't been using them.
Yeah.
Anyway, so congratulations on that.
Yes.
All right, change topics a little bit. Arica, you are doing Live Better You, I hear.
I am.
What are you studying?
Business management.
Business management. Which school?
Purdue.
Oh, Purdue. Wow, good for you. Good for you.
That rhymed.
How far along? Purdue. Good for you. How long have you been doing it?
I actually don't start until November 29th, and I do without Brittany Ralph because she was on me and pushing me to do it, and I kept putting it off, but I hit the ground running, and I'm ready to start.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is a big step forward. Way to enroll and stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
It takes time, but it'll be worth the effort.
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep us updated.
Yes,
for sure.
Let us know how
We
it
would
goes.
love
It goes. That's awesome. What made you do it?
It's something I've always wanted to do, and my market, Brittany Ralph, she kind of was always like, "Why don't you? Like, what's stopping you?" And I kind of never had, like, I always thought I had excuses, but I really never had one.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
We've been talking about devices on here. The new devices coming out. Has your store got the devices yet?
Yes.
Yes, we've got them out. They're working, and it is amazing.
Oh yeah, what's amazing about them?
I feel like it's another thing that we've done for our associates that empowers them.
Yeah.
Because like usually, there's a set amount for the store, but there's a whole lot more people in the store at any given time.
Yep.
And I'm seeing that even with our 5-star, the customer service improving. Because they don't have to go look for somebody else to use inventory management or any of the look up an item or check a price for a customer. It's right there. It's in the moment, and the customer is leaving satisfied before they even get to the register. They have their questions answered right on the spot. Plus, I'm a stocking 2 coach.
Got it.
So with my team in the back, they feel like they are just become kings of the world and queens of the castle because they're like, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it myself.
That's great.
They're teaching now our OPD kids how to viz pick as well, and the people who are working in there, just in case something did get missed and it's not on the sales floor and we have to get it from the back room to the sales floor.
That's great.
And the same bridge is being built too, because now that they're working together, they're like, let us teach you how to dispense so we can help each other.
Oh, that's awesome. I have a completely different topic that is unrelated to any of the things that we've talked about.
You want to talk about Dune?
What? I can see what Drew wants to talk about. No, I actually want to know what's everyone doing for Halloween. Do you have anything fun going on in your stores? I know, Stephanie, you were mentioning that you have an event that's kind of coming up. Let's talk about Halloween.
It's all inclusive. It's both Spark Team and store.
Very cool.
We will be having a Halloween party.
Nice.
In our break room, but we will be also doing little treasure hunts throughout the store.
Oh, nice.
So that our customers can participate too. And everyone will be wearing, Halloween dress code, appropriate costumes. I personally am going to be a pumpkin.
Okay, yes.
So, with a very twisted Cinderella theme.
Oh.
So there's several people in the store. It's going to be more like dark Cinderella zombie meets rotten pumpkin.
There we go.
So they wanted to do it. I said, okay, let's do it.
Super creative. There we go.
Idea for next year.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what Drew will be next year? Yeah. I love that.
Arica, what are you going as? Do you have your costume figured out yet?
So I'll probably have some cheetah ears, and I'll probably do something with that.
Cheetah ears.
Oh.
Ooh, that's good.
She loves cheetah.
Yeah.
Everything that girl has is pretty much.
Oh, here it is. Hey. Okay.
I like it.
All right.
I like it.
I have to say, there was something that the Walmart Spook Street. Walmart Spook Street. I don't know if anyone has heard of it, but I think the Pleasant Grove Walmart at 5260 might be participating in something like that. But me, as someone from the community aspect, I was like, how great that Walmart is throwing something for the community and kids.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so neat. You can dress up, you drive through.
Yep. That's great. Yep.
And so I love that.
I love that.
We have a photo booth that we set up every year for the customers so they can take pictures just in case the weather is bad.
We used to do that.
That's so cool.
Yes, that's so cool.
Yeah, we have a photo booth, and we, like everything else, got to be extra.
Gosh, I feel like, with your store, you might have like regular customers that just kind of show up magically and randomly when you have a Spark event, and they were like, my Spark senses are tingling. Do you have like, okay, see?
There you go.
Drew's looking at me like I have no idea what you're talking about.
A hero day like that, and we had people showing up.
I love that, a hero day.
And stuff. So we had posted it on local social, like, hey, we're going to have this hero day. We want to show appreciation through all these hard times. For the fire department, the police department, we reached out to the food bank, Salvation Army, all different groups. Like, come in, celebrate this with us. We had set up the food, like the photo booth, and next thing we knew, we had people coming in with cakes. And I was like, Arica, do you know them?
And they're like,
and she's like, no, do you know them? I'm like, well, let's go get a picture.
oh man, that's so cool.
That's so cool.
Yep.
Hey, all right. So we have a question. Last question that I want to ask, and I ask this at the end of most of these. There's other people that are listening to it, other coaches, other team leads that might be thinking of ways to engage their teams and to have a little bit of fun at work, and may have some creative ideas, but maybe want to hold back a little bit and not be willing to kind of push themselves through and present that idea or to execute on that idea. What encouragement would you guys have for somebody who may be listening?
Yeah, and Stephanie and I talk about this all the time. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So it's not, it doesn't need to be a huge thing with, balloons and whatnot. And then, like I said, it doesn't always have to be a big ordeal. It can be something small, and something small goes a long way sometimes too for the associates.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's a great point. It doesn't have to be.
Yep.
I like how you said it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And when it comes to doing the right things for whether that's leadership or just talking to a customer or talking to somebody else, the small things tend to, and a lot of times, small things mean more than the big things.
Yeah.
When you do them the right way, right? Stephanie, what's your thoughts?
Well, nothing ever gets done when you don't try. I mean, some of the best quotes in history from Michael Jordan is, I missed 2,000 shots before I had a game-winning one. I mean, when you really think about that, that's really true. It's the same thing. You go back even further in history, and there's a saying, I found 2,000 ways not to make a light bulb, but I found the one, and now we have electricity, from Thomas Edison.
Right.
So just really understanding it's about trying. And it doesn't matter if you fail once, you fail twice. Point is, you tried and you learned, and you try again.
That's right.
And you will find your groove. You will.
That's
Yeah.
right.
No, I love that. And I think associates, I mean, me including, I feel like, we want some of those fun moments to connect with and engage in. And so I think that's great. I appreciate you guys doing that for your team and your associates.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. This has been a fantastic conversation. Just like that, 45 minutes have gone by.
Right.
And
Super quick.
we really appreciate it. So thank you for what you guys are doing. You're clearly making a difference in your store with this idea and this engagement that you have, and your passion for your fellow associates and your customers. You can feel it. Right? Like this, you can feel it when we talk to you.
Yeah.
So thank you for what you guys are doing. And Arica, anxious to see how you take those ideas into your new store.
Yes.
Which is great. You'll have to let us know how it goes. But thank you guys for what you're doing, and have a great rest of your week. Okay.
Thank you guys.
Yep. See ya.
For having
Bye.
us. Have a great day.
You too.